Donald Trump's $100 million private jet boasts some truly extravagant features, making it one of the most luxurious planes ever built. But that's just the beginning. Trump also owns multi-million-dollar mansions equipped with secret tunnels, a $30 million yacht, and much more. However, let's kick things off by exploring his custom gold motorcycle. Gold Motorcycle, the team from American Chopper, decided to surprise Donald Trump with a beautiful 24-karat gold motorcycle, a true work of art. Even though Trump isn't really known as a biker, this eye-catching machine is more of a status symbol than anything else. It was shown off on the red carpet at Trump Tower, but now sits in his Miami hotel, showing off his rich lifestyle. What's even more surprising is that Trump didn't have to spend any money on it. They gave it to him for free. With so much gold in its design, the motorcycle is probably worth at least $50,000. But for Trump, that's small change. He spends way more on his wristwatches alone, making this fancy bike just another flashy item in his collection. The Rolex watch. One of Trump's watches, the Rolex Day-Date in gold, is worth $15,000 by itself. But that's just the start. He also owns the same Patek Philippe Ellipse watch that both Drake and the late Queen of England had, which is valued at $24,000. However, the most expensive watch in his collection is the Rolex Ice Blue Platinum, a gift from none other than Steve Will Do It. Steve even mentioned he wanted to give Trump a platinum presidential watch, which seems fitting for a former president. The watch is so exclusive that it isn't even available in stores. It had to be custom ordered, making it worth an impressive $109,000. Altogether, Trump's watch collection adds up to around $200,000. But for him, that's just small change. This is probably why he has no problem spending millions on his impressive car collection. Trump's Rolls-Royce. While most kids start off with a hand-me-down car, Donald Trump's first ride was far from ordinary. His first car was a 1956 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, a luxury vehicle that set the tone for his future taste in automobiles. Trump was so fond of this car that decades later, he had Rolls-Royce do something special for him. They went back into their archives to create an exact replica of his beloved first car. Surprisingly, this custom-made replica only set him back $35,000. But of course, Trump isn't someone who would settle for just any car today. He felt the need to upgrade to a $300,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom. And if you're curious why these cars come with such a hefty price tag, just consider that even the volume control knob in the Phantom is made from a 100-year-old meteorite. It's a fitting detail for someone who enjoys the finer things in life. Tesla Roadster. You probably wouldn't expect this next car in Donald Trump's collection, especially considering he doesn't buy into the idea of climate change, calling it a hoax and a money-making industry. Despite that, he shelled out $200,000 for the original Tesla Roadster. It's one of the fastest cars in the world, so it's easy to see why even Trump couldn't resist it. But like any billionaire, Trump also needed a Lamborghini in his garage. He chose a classic 1997 Diablo, which he originally bought for $460,000. That car recently made headlines when it sold at auction for a whopping $1 million. While Trump owns plenty of other high-end cars, his most expensive ride is still the custom Trump limo, a true symbol of his luxurious lifestyle. Trump's limo. As soon as Donald Trump became president, he spared no expense on security. If anyone tried to approach his limo, they'd be in for a shock, literally, since the door handles are designed to deliver an electric jolt. This limo isn't just luxurious, it's a fortress on wheels. It's bomb-proof, bulletproof, and even equipped to fend off chemical attacks. While driving, it can release tear gas, smoke screens, and slick substances to stop anyone from following it. And if that wasn't enough, it's loaded with shotguns, grenade launchers, and just about every weapon you can think of. Of course, Trump couldn't resist adding touches of gold wherever possible, turning this car, or rather, this tank, into a $1.5 million masterpiece. And that's just a taste of Trump's extravagant spending. Wait until you hear how much he invested in the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building. Everyone knows how iconic the Empire State Building is in New York City, so it's pretty wild that Trump once owned 50% of it and managed to get it without spending a dime. The story goes that the owner, Hideki Yukoi, couldn't control the building because it was leased out until 2075. Trump stepped in, claiming he knew a legal loophole to break the lease, but he needed 50% ownership to do it. However, Trump's plan didn't work out. He tried to break the lease by suing, but failed. In the end, he sold his share for $28 million, essentially scoring a huge payout. After pocketing that money, Trump splurged on not one, not two, but three identical Sikorsky S-76 helicopters, each decked out with gold carpets, seat belts, armrests, and door handles. These helicopters cost him $7 million each, making his fleet worth $21 million. Normally, he flies them between New York and DC, but he sometimes takes them out to his $3 million yacht, the Trump Princess. The Trump Princess yacht is so massive it can easily fit a helicopter, and that's just the start. Designed by the famous Italian designer Luigi Sturcio, this yacht is a true masterpiece on water. The interiors are decked out with luxurious materials like Showa leather and bird's eye maple, stuff most of us have never even heard of. The bathrooms are made of hand-carved onyx with gold accents everywhere. With 11 bedrooms and 4 elevators, including one in Trump's master suite, this yacht is all about over-the-top luxury. It even has saunas, a sun deck with a full bar, and a pool protected by bulletproof glass. If anything goes wrong, there's even a hospital on board with an operating room. The ironic part? Trump doesn't even like yachts. He said he can't wait to get off one whenever he's on it. Spending tens of millions on something you don't even like? Now, that's a serious flex. But the next thing Trump bought wasn't a flex at all. It ended up ruining people's lives. Trump University. In 2005, Trump launched Trump University, promising to teach people the secrets of real estate success. The pitch was flashy, with promises of success around every corner. The first class was free, luring people in before upselling them on courses ranging from $10,000 to $40,000. But instead of valuable lessons, students found themselves paying for common sense advice and more expensive upsells. It was basically a scam, not unlike the fake gurus you see on YouTube and TikTok today. Trump was ahead of the curve in that regard. After spending thousands on these worthless courses, many were left devastated. Fortunately, the US government intervened, forcing Trump to pay $25 million and refund all the students. It was a pretty shady operation, but the next item on the list shows a different, more positive side of Trump. Wollman Rink. One of the most iconic ice rinks in the world is the Wollman Rink in New York City. But back in 1980, it had fallen into such disrepair that it had to be closed down. This was a big disappointment for everyone who looked forward to ice skating during Christmas, a tradition for thousands of families. For 7 years, the city failed to fix it, so Trump stepped in to save the day. He bought the lease for $2.25 million and got the renovations done in under 6 months, reopening the rink for everyone to enjoy. And if you think he did it just to make a profit, think again. Trump donated all the profits from the rink to charities and public parks. It's a generous move, but one he could afford because, well, he's already loaded. And that's probably why he owns one of the most ridiculously expensive private jets in the world. Trump Force One. Trump's first private jet was the Cessna Citation X, famous for being the fastest private jet in the world. He spent around $8 million on it, but that wasn't enough for him. A few years later, he upgraded to a $100 million jet, famously nicknamed Trump Force One. As expected, he customized it to the max. Everything from the seat belts to the window frames and sinks, even the showers, is adorned with gold. This jet is massive, 3 times the size of a typical private jet, and can hold up to 44 people. It boasts a dining room, a TV area with surround sound, bedrooms, and a full gourmet kitchen, making flying a luxurious experience. But when he's not enjoying the high life in the sky, he's probably relaxing in one of his lavish mansions. Trump's mansion. Trump's most affordable mansion is valued at $2 million and is located in New Jersey on his golf course. It features a large heated pool, tennis courts, a fitness center, and a helicopter pad. He bought the golf course itself for $35 million, so this was a significant investment. His next estate is even more impressive, a sprawling 230-acre property in New York surrounded by nature. To escape his busy life, Trump rides horses around the estate and enjoys 3 pools, 2 outdoor and 1 indoor. With 60 rooms, this massive estate cost him $7.5 million and is a true retreat. Trump's Palm Beach mansion, his primary residence during his presidency, cost $10 million. It boasts secret features like an underground escape tunnel and 3 bomb shelters to ensure safety in case of an attack. For relaxation, he can enjoy the oceanside pool or dine at one of the mansion's restaurants. In Beverly Hills, Trump owns a $13.5 million home equipped with top-of-the-line speakers, perfect for blasting music. He also has other $10 million homes, including properties in the Caribbean and Charlottesville. However, his most expensive property isn't even a house. It's an apartment, showcasing his tendency to go all out on his real estate. The penthouse, Trump's 3-story penthouse in Trump Tower, New York City, is a display of luxury with gold accents, extravagant chandeliers, and a vast collection of art that feels like a museum. The penthouse even features a library with rare books, including a signed copy of Muhammad Ali's book valued at $155,000. This stunning penthouse is worth $100 million on its own. When adding up all his properties, Trump's real estate portfolio totals around $155 million. It's typical for a billionaire to own multiple mansions. But one thing that stands out is Trump's surprising purchase of an entire race. The Trump Taj Mahal. The Trump Taj Mahal was no ordinary casino. It was one of the largest in the world and marked Trump's most expensive purchase ever. This enormous casino had far more than just slot machines and blackjack tables. It featured several nightclubs where guests could unwind after betting big on roulette. For those who won, the casino had a whole shopping mall inside, giving Trump another way to take your money. It also boasted a spa, pools, high-end restaurants, and even an amusement park with giant rides and games. With all these attractions, it's no surprise that it cost Trump a staggering $1.2 billion. So there you have it. The most ridiculously expensive things purchased by Trump. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.